Oh my god, I just remembered where I left off. It's the freaking Bleu Blanc quest. But I came prepared. I haven't touched this game in like a week. And all I've been thinking about is this freaking riddle that I've been coming back to. But I brought it up this time on my second monitor. And I'm glad I did. Holy shit. Okay, there are like 6... No, not how many? There are 4 locations I need to go to. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine doing this like when it first came out. It's like, you have to pay attention to the places in the actual game. Some of them are kind of obvious, like that Ignis one back in Zero, but they're not always that intuitive. Anyways, the first one, they say, is in the Throne of the Constabulary Famed Scrutineer. So I have no idea what this is. Apparently, they're talking about the S3 building. It's behind... Wait. It's... Huh? It's behind Sergei's office chair. What the fuck? Okay, no way. It's so close by. Also, we have like the other quest to do, I think, too, right? Oh no, we just have this one, right? God, this is what happens when I don't play a game for like a week. I completely lose track of it. I couldn't imagine playing like one of these titles and then just like taking a hiatus for, I don't know, like a year. Damn, that must be a shame. Just forget everything. Do you hear the chief Sergei's old nickname was Sergei the Scrutinous? But that makes his desk and chair the throne of the famed Scrutineer? How? I've never heard him be called that before. We just call him Chief. Oh, we found it. There's something under his desk. It's a secret, mint condition swimsuit magazine. Let me try taking it out. Sergei, you dog. That's a gigantic suitcase. What the? Is that a trunk? Reminds me of one of Kia was in when you found her at the Schwarz auction. I bet him choosing this place as the first location was just an extra taunt for good measure. Yeah, he even used the chief's old nickname. This guy clearly's got our number. Anyways, let's check it out. Alright. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The second cage lies outside the city. Search the Harvester's Heritage, found on the Ramshackle Road. Okay. Alright, that one at least is a bit more clear. I mean, I have it pulled up. I know what the result is, but like outside the city, Harvester's Heritage, like that's obviously pointing to Armorica Village, right? Ramshackle Road doesn't tell me anything though. It's like, what does that even mean? It could be like a little patch of grass or something. There's no mistaking it. This is a genuine Rosenberg doll. Yo, better be. Yeah, I've seen it once before. His name is Kanan, I believe. Belle loved this one dearly. She names her dolls. Even Maribel has her sweet side, doesn't she? I'm a little surprised anyone would ever bother putting something they'd stolen in a trunk like this, though. Fan of Deep Be is supposed to have some kind of deep appreciation for beauty, right? Maybe it's his way of showing respect? As for the second card of his, it sounds like we're going to have to venture out of the city limits this time. Sheesh. We're going to be running around this whole damn state at this rate. Our hints are Harvester's Heritage and off the Ramshackle Road. The wording calls to mind somewhere rustic and old-fashioned, the polar opposite of a modern place like Crossbell City. That sounds about right. What do you say we take this first dolly with us and get to searching for the second? Yeah, let's go. Okay. Rosenberg Doll K. Alright. I want to just keep them and sell them. Sorry, Maribel, we only found 4, not 5. Okay. So the next one is all the way at Armorica Rose. We need to exit on the east side, I believe, right? Yes. So we go to the east, and apparently it's in a trunk in Armorica Village. No, it's inside Armorica Village. Oh, no, it isn't. It's old Armorica Roadmap 1. Examine the trunk inside the old property. What? Huh? You're gonna have to be more specific, guide. What do you mean? Okay, I'm not in Armorica Village yet, though. Until it says at the top left that I am there. Bro, get out of my way. You know, I'm still salty that they removed, what was it? Haze? Haze, sneak, whatever you want to call it. Like the quartz that lets you remove random encounters from the game. So it's like if you bump into an enemy, you just don't get into combat. Like, it made my NG plus runs on Zero so much longer. Kind of pissed me off, so I do hope they bring it back. Oh, wait, this gate, yeah, this gate was not open before. As I recall, the property is owned by Armorca Village and isn't normally open to the public. Perhaps they left it unlocked. Surely not on purpose, right? Either way, check it out. They've got monsters wandering in there again. Watch your step while we're looking around. Aye aye, Captain. Wait, let me just make sure too, since it's been a freaking week since I played this game. Aha! I didn't spec Tio yet. I should do that now. Shield 1, action. I really need to take the time too to duplicate my quartz. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I've been slacking. Alright, but Dragon Vision, Effort, Freeze. No, she already has one. Okay, we'll do Move and EP Cut. There, should be good enough. As long as everyone has a Dragon Vision, that's good enough for now. Okay. Alright, I'll kill you guys. You're new. I haven't fought you yet. Farticus. There was like a rare variant of them too that never spawned for me. It pissed me off sometimes. I hate enemy dossiers. I hated it in Persona. I hated it in Dragon Quest. It's just not a fun time. But why do you still do them, Umbra? Good question. These guys are tough. I think the most annoying completion I've ever done was like catching all 300 fish in Final Fantasy 15. That I almost got an aneurysm. And yes, I actually did it legit. That was before I started cheating. Never again. Oh wow! My flash grenade just procced freeze as that's so busted. Oh my god, that's disgusting. That was nasty. Septium Vein. Bro, piss off. I'm trying to see the chest description. I can use this too. Oh, this is the shield? Okay. I don't need that, I'm gonna swap it out. Then Tio's back now, so I have her Omega Strike. Nice. That's pretty cool though, to see that all my custom, or my combo crafts from Zero all carried over. The level 2 versions. Alright, so we'll do Rising Sun, Aerial Cannon. Oh wait, what's Ore? Oh, it's Heal. Zero Field, we'll do Ether Buster. Death Scorpion. Right, okay. Nice. Did you hear about the time Phantom Thief B broke into Arc-en-Ciel? I'm told he stole the spotlight. No, man. He's not getting anything. He's not even getting his own game. The Legend of Celestial Bomb. Great, right after I finally got new stock for Mr. Hayworth, too. You'll see him next week for a restock. I'll be back. What's this? Do chests respawn in this game? The second trunk was here of all places. Search the Harvester's Heritage, found on the Ramshackle Road. As I recall properly, property has been used by Armorca Village as a storehouse for generation after generation. So it must have been Phantom Thief B who opened the gate without permission. You can't go anywhere without... Wait, whoops. Without stirring up trouble. Anyways, let's take a look. Nice. The third cage lies outside the city. Find where one stands with her back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. Okay, so the cemetery? Belle calls this doll light. I can never mistake it. And we got another one of those kooky riddle cards. The goddess shining visage. That may be our best hint here. Bathed in part is telling as well as it would have meant the visage, and it is exceptionally large. Well, let's just go have a look around. There has to be some place that fits the bill. Yeah, it is the cathedral, okay. Oh, I gotta speak to the Archbishop. Alright, fun. I think I can take the train back if I keep going forward, because the bus stop should be up ahead. If I recall correctly. Oh my god, that Fisher lady is still here. Oh my gosh. Dude. They keep make fishing. I can't speak. They keep make King. Fishing. More annoying in every game. They added a freaking tournament arc to this goddamn mess now. Alright. There's no shot I'm doing it. At least not on camera. I already did the tournament arc with the Stell. That was already pain. Let's head to Mines and Mountain Path. There we go. Welcome. Is there something you require of me? Is it a sermon you're after? I can make time for you. No, man. I'm here looking for an expensive doll, so that's not what we're here for today. Henry V's card mentioned the goddess's shining visage. It's crazy that those god rays are just permanently there. The sun does not rotate while I'm in this building. Maybe that was referring to the stained glass window here, which would make the one that stands with their back bathed. Okay, what is it, under the podium? I don't understand what's going on right now. But if you have business with me, I must ask that you state it clearly. Okay. Right, sorry about that. Archbishop Geralda, could you do us a favor and check under the pulpit? Why would I do that? Now, don't fret, we aren't up to anything suspicious. It was under it. The S3 explained the mission, after which Archbishop Geralda searched for the pulpit, or under the pulpit. There it is. Oh my god. How do you not realize a honking suitcase like that underneath you, though? The card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. Okay, the fourth cage lies outside the city. Find the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western rampart. I actually think I know where that is. It's just before Mines Mountain Village. That little, like, grate area. I bet it's there. See, I'm not actually bad, but I don't want to critically think when I play these games. I just want to enjoy the story. Yeah, I'm a lazy fuck, how'd you know? This must be Mistel. Bells love this one. I bet she does. At any rate, that brings us back up to 3 dolls. Just when did that get here? I do leave for business on occasion, but never long enough for someone to do this. The goddess works in mysterious ways? Back to the card. The clue is as perplexing as the rest. We could interpret the ramparts to be some sort of defensive structure. If we include the western part in that, we get the defensive structure in the west. That's one interpretation at least. There's also the road of iron that snakes under the skirt. Yeah, I don't have any idea what that means. Another figure of speech, I imagine. That's a safe assumption. Alright, let's take this trunk with us and begin our search for the next one. Man of the Fee, I've heard of his exploits before. He sounds to be quite the scoundrel. As a faithful servant of the goddess, I cannot forgive such insolence. Relax, Geralda, okay? Half a minute ago, you didn't even have an idea what was going on, alright? Chill. You just found his trigger word right now. Do whatever it takes to bring this man to justice. Yeah, we'll try our best. You ain't doing nothing, man, okay? Relax. Go take your morning coffee, alright? Yeah, church is in 5 minutes. Get ready. Well, can I get a car like this? Give me a slick paint job like that some time of the day. Okay, the last one is actually not at Mining Village. It's actually at Belgard Gate, which is on the same side that we're at. Never mind, no, I have to go to West Crossbell. Sorry. Wrong area. West Crossbell Highway. And then examine the trunk in the train loading area. There's a trunk here? Just sitting out in the open? Train loading area? I'm assuming... Oh, here, probably. No, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not out in the open, but it's rather... What is the train loading area? Well, just go inside them, bro. Find out. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking around. Train loading area seems like it'd be outside, though. Oh. And that's what we learned from our vetted sources at the CPD. Be wise to presume the terrorists will attempt to infiltrate the conference in some fashion. Dealing with them will be a troublesome, no doubt. Very well, we'll strengthen security at Tangram Gate and remain vigilant. Please do. You should also be aware that there is a possibility they will attempt to enter by airship. Make good use of the surveillance facility set up near your end of the border. The anti-aircraft radar, you mean? Understood. I'll contact the officer on duty immediately. Oh, that's cool. I don't think this is related to the request, but that's a cutscene, so I'll take it. By the sounds of it, the commander and deputy commander are discussing security strategy. Yes, it would appear counter-terrorism measures are being given top priority. They say something about radars? Wasn't aware the CGF had gizmos like that now. As I recall, they were stationed near each of the border gates. I never personally handled them though. The Foundation installed them in Crossbell a while back, I'm told. They're high-performance devices and should thus provide sufficient airspace coverage within the state. That's impressive. I suppose we can rest a tiny little bit easier with those things around. Yo, let me in! Okay, I can't go in. Let's not interrupt them. There's a counter-terrorist operation inside this building right now. What if this doll explodes? You have to help me. You have to help me find this doll, please. Mireille, please. Okay, she's not having any of it either. Try not to disturb them, alright, okay. I'm not disturbing. I'm playing KCD right now, okay? I have a secret mission. You have to believe me, man. I am on a secret mission here. It's quite literally a matter of life and death. Because if I don't win this request, I don't get my DP. And I need my DP. Okay. Well, they're not having any of it. Oh, I didn't know I could go down here. Freight line running right below it. I just got back from Crossbell Station after a routine freight inspection. Do you guys want to go down there? That should be fine. Just be careful of any trains coming through. Ooh, I couldn't go here before. This is a new space. A new space. I like it. There is nothing here. It's got to be down here though, for sure. Alright, Lloyd, keep walking. They seriously just make this a long corridor to piss me off? Probably. Like, for no reason I had to go all this way just to go around. Like, bro, just make an overpass. This is the worst design ever. Wait, where's the suitcase? Wait, the suitcase isn't here. Did I miss it? No way it's on the tracks. We should avoid walking on the tracks if we can help it. Let's turn back, okay? Oh my god, alright. Are you kidding me? Who... He put it here? How did this even get here? The clue on the card said the road of iron that snakes under the skirt of the western ramparts. So the iron road was the freight line, the western ramparts was referring to Belgard Gate? At any rate, this isn't really an ideal place to pop that trunk open. Why don't we take it to the platform on the other side? Good idea. Let's be careful moving it over. Now he's doing this on purpose, like for no reason. A card affixed on the backside. The final cage lies within the city, in the soaring structure descended from the summit of 16 by 21, and scoured the vistas of windows to another world. No one talks like this in real life. This is one of the Bell's dolls, a Sharon, I'm sure of it. That makes 4 out of 5, right? Meaning all this remains is the final cage mentioned on the card. A soaring structure in the city. Is that new building? That's like the only thing I can think about, right? A soaring structure, like that skyscraper they just built. Has to be talking about someplace tall, right? Or the IBC. Would that be Orchis Tower? I believe Orchis Tower stands as 40 stories above ground. But if the summit in question here is at 16, then perhaps it's talking... Oh, 16, right. 16th floor, that's where Maribel is at. There's also the matter of descending from 16 by 21. It doesn't sound possible. Oh, he's talking about the basement. That's why. Because B5, right? 16 plus 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's in the terminal room. That's probably the key to solving this riddle then. We have the vistas of windows to another world bit to consider too. Yet again, it's that sort of metaphor. Let's look around the city and see if anything matches up with this clue. Okay. Ah, see, smart, Umbra, smart. Very intelligent. Okay. Oh my gosh, now I gotta book it all the way back. I hate walking. Alright, where's the bus stop? I think it's on this side. There it is. Yeah, I know where you're at. So I go to IBC. For some reason I can't teleport to West Street. Never mind, I can. So I go up. No, I go to B5. And it's down here somewhere. Oh my god, they put it they put it right by the main seat. There it is, the final trunk. In a soaring structure descending from the summit of 16 by 21 and scour the vistas of windows to another world. Descending from the 16th story of the IBC building to the 5th basement level makes a difference of 21 floors. The vistas of windows to another world must refer to these terminal monitors, tracking data from the orbital network. Going by that logic, this was the only spot that made any sense. Let's take a look inside. Nice. This one is Alice. It's Belle's favorite out of her entire collection. There isn't a card on the back like the others, then this must be the end. That's the end of that then. Finally, I'm exhausted. The heck was that? Alright guys, walk faster. What's going on here? Sound like we just got some new orb mail in. Hold up, is that one of Lady Maribel's dolls? Yeah, it was sitting right here. How'd you guys not see it? My concern lies more in the timing of that orbital mail. May I take a look? Something about this gives me the shivers, so be our guest. Clickety clack. What's wrong? The one who sent this message was Phantom Thief B. Oh, does he want to collab with my YouTube channel? Please no. The guy himself? You're kidding. Yeah, but how though, and from where? Would you mind opening it to you? Hey, don't click random links, Lloyd. What the heck? Haven't you heard of that's like one of the 5 rules of the internet. You don't open spam. Sender, Phantom Thief B, subject undefined. To the lovely ladies and gentlemen of the S3, first allow me to express my gratitude for the entertainment you've provided thus far. Next, my sincerest apologies to the owner of these dolls, Miss Maribel Croix, as well as the creator, Meister Jorg, for my dastardly impropriety. Nevertheless, rest assured that I took the utmost care to not damage these beautiful works of art while they were in my possession. With that, I will soon be excusing myself from these lands. Thank you once again, and farewell, special support section. Yeah, what he's really saying is, I'll see you in Cold Steel. I pray to God I don't have to. I, Phantom Thief Bliblaw, Enforcer number 10 of the Society of Ouroboros, await your continued growth with bated breath. May the goddess visit good fortune upon you. P.S. This orb mail will be automatically deleted, and thus impossible to save or trace. I suggest you not bother trying. Phantom Thief B. Yeah, but what if I CC'd it to myself? Wait. What, is he serious? You'd think someone like him would choose a more theatrical way to let the cat out of the bag. Who'd have thought that everyone's favorite Phantom Thief was actually an enforcer for Ouroboros? Come to think of it, he did hint at being acquainted with Ren. Oh wait, Tio, is there any way we can print that message out? Yeah, there has to be some sort of clue we can glean from it. I'm making an attempt, but it isn't going especially well. What do you mean? Just snipping tool it. Hello? Ever heard of screen capture? Like print screen? Oh my god, Tio. I bet she doesn't even know how to Control-C, Control-V either. The mail source code has been slowly deleting itself since the moment it was open. Fortunately, no other terminals have been affected. Recovering the message, however, will not be possible. Man, if that was me, I would have copied that in a second. Why am I so mad? I'm sorry, Tio. I didn't mean it. Well, shoot. Burglar Boy really covered his bases here. But that reminds me. We also know diddly squat about the hacker who trapped us in the geofront yesterday. Good point. Between that hacking incident and this orb mail, they're obviously a cut above when it comes to their tech. Yeah, well, the big difference is that that hacker might be story relevant. Bliblaw hasn't been relevant since Trails 3, since Sky 3. I'm not sure I fully understand what's happening right now. Wait a second, Clay. We have to verify that this breach didn't impact any of our data. Oh yeah, we could have left a virus on our system. Quick, check the NAS. Oh, sorry guys, we need to get back to work. Damn it. He fried all our HDDs. Well, at the very end of the day, we did manage to recover all the missing Rosenberg dolls. Let's go return them to Maribel. Yeah, let's. Alright. Happy ending. Well, I think I get the gist of things now. Still, what a shock it is to learn that the legendary Phantom Thief B is a member of Ouroboros. That's true, it's no wonder he's eluded the authorities for as long as he has. And here I was planning to punch him so severely that he'd wish he'd never been born. Yeah, I'd be scared shitless in his shoes. Sorry, Maribel, we wanted to capture him just as much as you did. But on the bright side, we did manage to bring your dolls back. The S3 handed over the 5 trunks. Ah, welcome home, Alice, Kanan, Light, Mistral, Sharon. My favorite, Sharon. Very well, I have no complaints of further comments at this time. All that matters is my precious Rosenberg dolls have been returned to me, safe and sound. Oh, Phantom Thief B intended to keep those little ladies in one piece from the start, if it's any consolation. After all, I went through the trouble of securing them in those trunks and tucking them out of harm's way. No, he didn't. He placed one right next to a flippin' train track. That is not a secure that is not a secure place. That is a lot of work, come to think of it. Though they would have been better off had he not stolen them in the first place. What are you talking about? He stole the frickin' town hall statue in the last game. This is actually kind of nothing comparatively. Well, it's definitely true. Clearly, we'll have to further improve the IBC's safety protocols to ensure this never happens again. Our security department will be working harder than ever before once I'm through with them. You, however, were a tremendous help, S3. They could learn a few things from you. Don't ever mention it, Bill. That's what friends are for. Wait, last time this happened. No, it couldn't be. Is something wrong, Lloyd? Oh, he thinks that Maribel is Bleu Blanc in disguise. And just, what are those lecherous eyes of yours doing pointing at me? Let me explain. When we solved our first Phantom Thief B case, it turned out that he had disguised himself as the client. Holy smokes, I forgot all about that. That's pretty cool too, because the only reason why we're getting this dialogue now is because I did that request too in the last game. So it's like the game knows. What are you implying, Lloyd? Let me be as clear as I can. Are you the real Maribel? She's gonna beat me up now. Ah. Oh, come now, Lloyd. Just where do you find the gall to accuse me so crassly? And after all the genuine gratitude I've shown you. I'm sorry. There's no mistaking it. This is the real Maribel. Oh, Lloyd. Not quite the brilliant deduction he was aiming for, was it? Afterwards, Lloyd and the others went to the first floor and returned their authorization card to the reception desk. Nice. That was fun. Cool. I'm glad that the game doesn't forget about some older NPCs that aren't really that involved into the main story. Alright, but that takes care of all of the requests. We're all done here. So let's turn these in, and then we will, I guess, pretty much begin the... It's not really the climax, but I would say a pretty big event that's going to happen in the story, which is the trade conference. So I can head to Orchis Tower right after. So let's just go on ahead and do that. I'll drop a save too while I'm at it. So we'll do report. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just like my report card, you know, nothing but A's. Just don't look at the whiteout. Alright. Nothing else. Good shit. I'm gonna save my game and we will head to Orchis Tower. Nice. There's no teleport for it, so I have to go manually to the admin district and then head up. Right, the key is in the library. Okay, let's go. It's time. What happens if you just like accidentally walk into here though? That must suck. It's like, ah, shit. Now I'm stuck in story. To be fair, the game probably like gives you a warning, being like, "Are you sure you want to enter the tower?" I could see the tower clearly from my seat last night before landing at the airport. Yet it appears even grander up close. Well, that's exactly how we felt yesterday. Crossbow's really put itself on the map with this one. Yeah, but don't you think it's a little too big? I mean, what are they even going to use all these floors for? I mean, the old City Hall building's like a dollhouse compared to this, and it did the job just fine. True, but the tower features more than just government facilities alone. In addition to housing the administrations of the city, the state, and there are floors dedicated to international trade and culture exchange. You could say the aim was to make Orchis Tower the center of Western Zemeria itself. Dang, talk about shooting for the moon. But it makes sense when you think about it. That's why they're hosting this trade conference as their first major event. Yeah, I mean, don't forget this building's completion is going to lead to even more financial and information capital flowing into Crossbell. And that'll be a handy bargaining chip when they're discussing new trade agreements, I imagine. Yeah, from what I heard. Though the potential benefits might not be limited to just economic gain. Anyways, what do y'all want to do? We're scheduled to meet Dudley on the first floor at noon. It is noon. Of course, but we still have some time before then. Alright, how about we take care of any unfinished business and prep work in the meantime? We don't want to be in a bind if shit hits the fan this afternoon. Good point, it's not like we'll be able to leave once the conference is underway. Very well, let us make sure to tie up any loose ends before we enter. I am ready, I will talk to everybody though. Orchis Tower is restricted to authorized personnel only today. As members of the S3, however, all of you are freely permitted to pass. Yeah, no signs of any terrorists so far. I doubt they'd be brazen enough to attack the building from the front, but there's no reason to relax our guard. That's what you think. Pipe bomb. Good afternoon, S3. Nothing unusual to report here in the plaza. Really? Have you checked the water? That's not water, that's glass. Well spotted, officer. Thank you, officer. Wow, even from all the way up close, I can barely believe my eyes. I never seen anything like this. Not even the tetracyclic towers compare. Oh shit, tetracyclic towers mentioned. Those are the 4 towers from Liberal, by the way. I remember. The reason why I can remember like some of this lore is because like I play Genshin, alright? And keeping up with Genshin lore is already a big pain in the ass. We're finally reaching the day of the main conference session. My nerves are starting to get the better of me. I need to calm down. That's the thing too, like when you like pay attention to game lore, it's like you have to kind of plan it strategically, especially if it's like a game with so much rich lore, like games like these. You have to like make sure you kind of internalize it. It's like studying, you know? What is this, gonna be on the quiz? Maybe. Now listen up, alright? Mind your manners around the dignitaries and don't forget to smile. One critical mistake in front of them could wind up costing any of us our job. That's right, make sure your business card is facing the right way. We already know that, sir. Please don't make the pressure any worse than it already is. Please, sir, not my job, not my pension. We're told that you'll be participating in the trade conference security detail. You can head inside whenever you're ready. Good luck today, everyone. Let's work hard and ensure this trade conference ends without incident. Dude, don't say that. We're scheduled to meet up with Dudley on the first floor at noon. Still have a bit of time left. Should we head in now? Upon entering Orchis Tower, you'll be unable to buy new equipment items or upgrade your orbments. Be warned that all outstanding quests will expire. Okay, well... now that you mention my quartz, I feel like the game's trying to insult me or something. I think I'll be fine, though. I do believe I'll be fine. Like, my quartz could be better, honestly, because everything is still 1. Like, I could grind out a bit more, but... I think it's fine. I know my weapons are the best. Like, my weapons are the best right now, so I'm not worried about my weapons. And as for, like, armor's fine, too. I got my evergreens, so I'm chilling. Yeah. If I really wanted to, I could just start duping my quartz now, but I'll leave it. I did say I was going to run the new members only, so we will swap out Wazi and Noel. Tio just rejoined the party, so this will be the main lineup for a while. This is just how I'm going to do things for this game, because since Wazi and Noel are kind of debuting as permanent party members this time, I want to give them more spotlight because, you know, we had the OG squad back in the first game, so I'll just keep rotating out these 3. And eventually maybe if I can get rid of Lloyd or something, I'll make Dudley the protagonist. Yo, Dudley protagonist, man. Alright, let's do it. Enter the tower. Time to go. I love how the game is like, this is going to be an extended sequence. You won't be able to buy stuff or like equip new weapons or whatever. They're like making it sound like, oh no, there's going to be like a sequence of battles, which there probably will be, but it's going to be like 80% more yapping. It's like, is your gear ready for this? No, man, my vocal cords are ready for this. That's what. Now get a load of this place. It's like a high-tech meets fancy living. This feels even more futuristic than the IBC building. Every floor is wired up to the Orbital network as well. There's also a direct line to the IBC for instant updates on stock market prices. Yeah, I heard about that. Uncle Dieter insisted on it. A true economist to the end. He has banking on the brain even as a statesman. Well, all we can do now is wait for Dudley to come pick us up. The conference isn't open to the general public, so why don't we go have a seat over there? The same day. 12 p.m. Oh no. This is gonna be one of these time-lapse sequences. There you are. There, walk faster, Dudley. Slow-ass man. Ready for our assignment. Yeah, it's noon sharp. Trade conference begins at 1. As for the dignitaries, they'll be here in around 30 minutes time. Got it. So, where should we make our way for now in that case? Well, I would have preferred to familiarize you with the venue myself, but there's been a change of plans. I came to let you know that someone else will be showing you around. Someone else, meaning... Yo, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today. New character? Oh, Dieter. Okay. Mayor Kwa. Uncle. Unk. Yo, what's up, Unk? How long has it been? A few weeks or so? Hello to you too, Wazzy and Noel. Ah, it's been far too long since I've seen you, Randy and Tio. Welcome back. Ha, appreciate it. It's good to see you again. Yeah, it is, but what are you doing here? The conference starts in less than an hour. Is it really okay for you to take the time out to greet us? Nonsense. The preparations are just about finished. We're simply waiting for the dignitaries to arrive in the meantime. I thought showing you around the building would make for a good break of sorts. I trust this is alright with you, Dudley? Well, as you say, Mr. Mayor. See to it that you don't do anything to embarrass yourselves in front of him. And once you're done, come to the security command room on the 34th floor. Understood. Well, they're all yours, Mr. Mayor. I'll see the rest of you soon. Got my gratitude. He's a talented detective, but a little inflexible, isn't he? Though perhaps it's that particular quality that makes him so good at his work. Nah, Dudley a real one. The First Division does have a reputation for doing things by the book, after all. Where are my manners? I forgot the most essential of our tour procedures. Ladies and gentlemen of the S3, welcome to Orchis Tower, okay? New theme? Please follow me. Yo, new music, I'm all for it. It's gonna go directly into my playlist with the rest of my 4,000 video game tracks. Same as ever. Yes, the apple we call Maribel didn't fall far from the tree. I'm having difficulties speaking today. Maybe, but it is nice of him to show us around personally before the conference. Yeah, it sure is. Let's take him up on his offer. Okay, can I walk around first? See if there's any recipe books. Of course, there's a car book around here, man. Mach Speed. Cool paintwork. Nice. So what do you do? Chief Muletto. General Affairs First Division is tasked with the management and operation of Orchis Tower. In other words, it was our duty to see that the conference and waiting rooms for today were fully prepared. Things have been hectic for a while, but we finally managed to finish up just a bit ago. Okay, operations. Hello everyone, this is the Orchis Tower reception desk. Security command room upstairs has told us to help with whatever needs you may. So please let us know if you need any assistance in any way, okay? In just 1 hour, the main session of the conference will finally begin. I'll be down here handling communications between city officials during the proceedings. The thing is, I'm a tad nervous. The whole event is going to be a lot of responsibility. I bet. Don't want to mess up. So Mayor Qua's gonna show all of you around personally, huh? He's really taking a shine to the S3. Then again, there's a reason people say you guys are his favorite division of the police. Yeah, man, I saved the world. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far. Hey, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm bitter or anything. Sorry if it came out that way, though. Truth be told, I like you guys too. I'll be rooting for you. Our duties today may be different, but I'm glad we have the chance to work together like this. Thanks for saying so. It would seem that in only half a year we have gone from zeros to heroes. Now that's my line. Feels like just yesterday when the Force was calling us bargain bin bracers and sideshow monkeys. Yeah, that second one. That second one is uncalled for. Did they really? I guess infighting is just one of those things every organization has to deal with. Yeah, some people really had it in for you back then. If you're talking about Raymond, bro, okay, Raymond's not even competition, alright? Relax. Don't let it get to you though. No one's stubborn enough to keep saying those things now. But enough about that. Let's all work hard and do our best today, yeah? Sure thing. Yeah, whatever you say, doorman. You're the doorman. We don't even need a doorman. All the doors are electronic. There are 3 elevators. Now you're just showing off. Yeah, where's the emergency stairs? I don't think this building is very fire safe, Mr. Kwa. Where's the emergency exits? Where's the fire extinguishers? Well, this building is 40 stories tall. And just for the record, there are actually 6 elevators if you count the ones reserved for private use. That's impressive. All the budget went into 6 elevators. Keep in mind that we don't have time today to visit every floor. Sadly, we'll have to limit ourselves to those related to the conference. Now, without further ado, let us begin with the 34th floor, where the security command room is stationed. Okay, after you. I see. I heard the same from Dudley. It's quite a tricky situation we find ourselves in. Yeah. The Jaegers and Heiyue are cause for concern, not to mention whatever it is the Imperial and Republican governments are up to. But on top of that, there are terrorists aiming to take the lives of 2 heads of state. And that isn't even including yesterday's mystery hacker. Would I be right in assuming that the stolen blueprints originated from one of your processing units? Regrettably, yes. It would appear a sub-terminal of Orchis Tower was hacked into. So after the IBC was hacked months ago, I had our systems department boost their anti-hacking countermeasures. But clearly it wasn't enough. Yeah, then why didn't you hire Jonah then? Who's been living in the fucking sewer? If you hired Jonah, Capanella would have never probably been able to hack into the system, because this is the only way the information leaked out is because Jonah is probably prodding around like a dumbass. L Jonah, man. When you think about it though, hacking isn't exactly the most commonplace skill. Yeah, the most logical culprit would have to be someone with ties to the Epstein Foundation. But Chief Roberts is currently looking into that possibility. Though my intuition tells me that this isn't the case this time. No matter. All we can do is wait for the results of the investigation. Still, a Jaeger Corps, a crime syndicate, and the looming threat of terrorists, there is plenty of work to worry about already. What's most troublesome, however, are the motives of a number of our esteemed dignitaries. In other words, what some of the leaders are hoping to gain from the conference. You're saying you're suspicious of the people you yourself invited. Well, I have no misgivings about Princess Claudia or Prince Olivert, mind you. And the Grand Princess of Remiferia has given me no reason to doubt him either. But Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith, however, are another matter entirely. Yeah, the two that might get axed here too. The leaders of the 2 major powers. I don't see Osborne dying though. Like, they're probably saving him to be the main villain for like Cold Steel or something. He's just like way too like built up, I think. Now, fat ass Rocksmith maybe. The guy looks like frickin' Don Corneo or something. They have the most to gain from controlling Crossbell's future. Have they tipped their hands on that front already? Quite the opposite, actually. We've already sent preliminary proposals for various treaties in accords to each country ahead of the conference. Both sides have reacted suspiciously favorably towards everything we've suggested thus far. Just the way they're behaving, but think those 2 were all for the equitable growth in Western Zemuria. That seems unrealistic. Unlikely, to say the least. The Empire and the Republic tend to clash over even the smallest issues. Correct. And these sudden shifts in disposition. Wait, what about Remephiria though? I don't know a damn thing about that. What if that prince is, you know, secret big bad? I might have called this entire plot. Those sudden shifts in disposition make me all the more uncertain about how this conference might unfold. And I've already prepared for the worst case scenario, mentally speaking. That seems wise. So on top of all the immediate danger, we're stuck in a political trap too. But times like this are when I'm glad to have the Speaker MacDowell to lean on. If we play our cards right, and we should also have the support of Liberal and Remephiria during these negotiations. Come what may, my heart is steeled. The only thing more I can do is pray that Idios is in our corner as well. Unk. It's hard to believe you have even more on your plate today than I realized. I'm sorry to take up your time with this tour. Nah, don't mention it. On the contrary, I relish the opportunity for a nice change of pace. That's why I insisted on that I be the one to show you all around. Well, when you put it that way, it'd be our honor, Mr. Mayor. Heck yeah, we're down if you are. Dude, this elevator's been going up forever. Even after 40 floors, there's no way it has to go that far. Ah, perfect timing, we've arrived. If a not even 34 floor ride takes that long, I'm taking the stairs. Oh wait, there's no stairs here. That's crazy, there's actually no stairs in this building. Where's workplace security when you need it? Either that, or if I ever worked in this building, you have to put me on the ground floor. There's no structural integrity at all. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of pixels. Boy, is it? Get a load of that view. Huh, glad you all find it as satisfying as I do. This is the 34th floor, as much of the staff will be on standby during the trade conference. Okay. Are you ready to have a look around? They're obviously like doing this tour because it's going to be like important information later when shit hits the fan. It's like Danganronpa or something. Someone's gonna die. Lead the way, Mr. Mayor. Someone's gonna die and it's gonna be you. Who is you though? Okay, there's a couple of rooms here. Here we have the security command room, and there's the press room just next door. Okay. There would be a company of guardsmen for the CGF on the floor below in the event of any terrorist infiltration. Right, I remember being briefed about that. I bet they're going to send the best the CGF has to offer. I suppose the press room is where Grace will be spending all of her time. Oh, you mean that reporter from the Crossbow Times? Yeah, that's right. I believe I saw her name on the list, so we can expect she'll be attending. But bear in mind that the press aren't permitted to leave the floor, with the exception of the press conference or any scheduled interviews. Okay. Dude, they're making it way too obvious now that like all this information is going to be important. Okay, sounds reasonable enough. It's necessary. Sometimes reporters can get a little pushy for a surprise Q&A session, and have to slip past security even. Yeah, like that Archon Cielo performance. Well, she did save Henry's life though, because of that. Let's be honest here. Grace likely accounts for most of the instances, if not all of them. I can already picture her dragging her away from somewhere she's not supposed to be. Yep. Allow me to take the opportunity to show you into this room. Okay. They got colas and bento boxes. Well now, this is more my kind of place. This looks like a break room, but it's so spacious. Precisely, this is the lounge I had prepared for the conference. Feel free to use it yourselves during your downtime. Thanks, we'll be sure to. We can always stop by for tea later. Now, let's head to the next floor, shall we? Okay. So we got a break room, press room, security room over here on the 34th floor. Oh, they do have stairs. Wow. Is this an emergency stairwell? Looks like the way going down is sealed off though. Normally you'd be able to use the stairs to descend all the way to the first floor. However, we've sealed them off in preparation for the conference. Only the stairs between floors 34, 35, and 36 will be open. I'm pretty sure that's a fire code violation, but okay. Like, I don't think legally you can do that, but alright. In other words, it's a security measure. Sorry, I used to work in facilities. What do people do in the case of emergency? Say if an earthquake occurs. Should such an event come to pass, the gates of the stairwell will automatically open. Which just goes to show that no security plan is foolproof, not when we have to account for the unexpected. True, we'll do our part to cover any possible gaps. Devising anti-hacking protocols would be a necessity, it seems. Well, since we're here, why don't we just take the stairs? Next stop, the 35th floor. Home to the International Conference Room. Okay. Oh my god. This is giving me the whole tour like I'm about to stay here for like the rest of my life. This is the new crossbell. It's your entire world. Oh, that's cool. That's the crossbell flag. I'm assuming the leaf is Remiferia, and then the stallion is obviously Erebonia. The wings is Liberal, and then wait. Yeah, the wings are Liberal, and then I think the stag is Calvard. Actually, that's the first time I think I'm seeing the Calvard sigil. Is this it? That's right. Before you is the stage upon which world leaders will pursue the elusive dream that is diplomacy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the International Conference Room. Okay. We're about to have a debate like in Skyrim. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. You must have had to take a chunk out of the next floor up with how high this ceiling is. As it so happens, the 36th floor was designed in the shape of a U, so as to accommodate the conference room. The antechambers on either side will house the staff of each respective dignitary, and the personal security detail will be on standby there as well. That's smart. Well, they all have to go somewhere, don't they? Now, let us move to the final floor of the tour, shall we? Oh shit, the VIP crib. This is where everyone gets lit after. The rooms prepared on the floor will be provided to the dignitaries participating in the conference. Allow me to show you around. Yeah, after you. Okay. This is where they're staying. Yo, check this place out. Talk about swanky. If you gave me a room like this, I don't think I'd ever want to leave. This one will serve as a waiting lounge for Prince Oliver. There are rooms in the West Wing as well, one assigned for each visiting participant. They also double up as spaces to cool one's head should things get too heated during the conference. That makes sense. Are these rooms fitted with orbital cables as well? That's right. We requested that the wiring be inconspicuously called, or installed. Now then, why don't we put the other rooms aside for now? Okay. You see, there's one final place I'd like to show you. Wait, what did he mean by that? The room's fitted with orbital cables as well. That might be insinuating that the lights might come off or something and might cause a blackout. But they're coming at 1 PM, so lighting shouldn't be a problem. It might be maybe power, so like doors might not open. That could be it. Otsukare-sama desu. You're at ease, gentlemen. For these windows, you will be able to command a full view of the conference as it progresses. There are curtains to make things private should a confidential meeting take place, but they'll be open on this occasion. Good to know. Okay, so someone can technically snipe from this bridge. This way we can get a quick glance at how the conference is going while we're on patrol. That's right, and if anything were to happen, we could rush in as soon as we saw it. Unless you're Frank West, there's no way you're jumping down from this floor, okay? You can break your ankles. We should make this a routine stop on our route then. With that, you've now seen all 3 floors that will be part of the security rounds. However, if you allow me, there is one more place I've been saving for last. Did you say that already? You mean this wasn't it? Huh, so where are we going? Isn't it obvious? The spot with the best view of all. The 40th floor. This is where the final battle will be at, too. Make sure to remember it well. This is where you will fight. I, Rufus Shinra. I mean, what? Look at that. It's breathtaking. I'm not going to say it. The game was baiting me to say that line. I'm not going to say it. It's the Avengers helipad. Nice. Honestly, if they remake the Crossbow games, like the skybox is going to look amazing. Especially if they do it in like Unreal Engine 5 or something. Oh my god, Crossbow and UE5. Wow. Words don't do it justice. Not in the least. You can even see the mountain assets split there with that little line. Incredible. The rest of the city looks like a miniature model from this far up. Dang, makes me wish this whole get-together was after dark. But the view at night's insane. Well, the little area will eventually become an observation deck for the public. It'd be a terrible waste after all to restrict something so marvelous to the government officials only. Yeah, I'm sure people will love it. Can't wait for us to take Kia here too. You might want to put up wider fences though, in my opinion. Oh, pardon me. You don't want to trust people up this high. Qua here. Is that so? Understood. I'll be there right away. I've just received word that the dignitaries have arrived at the tower. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll have to take my leave here. Not at all. Thanks for showing us around. We appreciate it. Boy, did we. That was something else. It was the tour of a lifetime. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you as well for giving me the change of pace I needed. I'll be seeing you all. Good luck with your security duties, and remember, give it everything you've got. We won't let you down. Don't say that, Lloyd. Well, that's the least I could do to pay you back for that letter of recommendation. Ideos be with you. I'll be praying for your success at the conference. Ha, as will I. I have a bad feeling. Alright, let's make our way back to Dudley. You should be in the security command room on the 34th floor by now. Now the real work begins. Here's hoping it goes smoothly. Yeah, fingers crossed.